say what needs to be said. Is Travis Hunter a true cornerback or is he a true wide receiver? Let's get into it. Most of us football players, we start off our career playing both sides of the football, offense and defense. And it starts off in Little League football. Some of us continue in high school, and very few can transition as a two-way player into the college football ranks. Now, in the past, we've seen Charles Woodson win the Heisman Trophy at the University of Michigan playing both sides of the ball. Chris Gamble got some experience at Ohio State, and Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, became the face of two-way players at Florida State. Everybody know if you ain't know that. If y'all didn't know, then wake up. For the NFL scouts, they want it to be clear what position you are going to play when they draft you to the next level. They need to distinguish what position Travis Hunter will be most effective at when he enters the next level and understand how he will contribute to the team that drafts him. Now, when guys like Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, and Chris Gamble play offense in a game, it was very sparingly, maybe 5 to 10 or maybe even 15 times a game. And most of the time that was used because of their speed and just their athletic ability, right? Now, if you're drafted in the first round in the NFL, you are expected to start immediately and have an impact on that team. The first round is make the big buck, and that's why you're drafted in the first round, because you are expected to fill a void in what the team feels necessary after grading a long season and the weakness on their team after grading and seeing how they can make their team better. That's how they select the first rounder. You didn't know. Now, Travis Hunter, he is an exceptional athlete. His ball skills is crazy. They are phenomenal. And he is a very instinctive player on defense and in zone coverage. When that ball is in his zone, he is going to get the ball. I've seen it numerous times, and I can tell an instinctive and player that's going to go get that ball. And he's going to do it wherever he's at, high school, college, or the NFL. But for me, as a corner, I want to see his man-to-man skills develop more. Not that he's getting beat or anything like that or ran by, but it just needs to prove, just like anybody else. Everybody has things they can prove and get better on. And those are one of the things for Travis Hunter. Travis, in my opinion, he has to understand body positioning while playing man-to-man and how to use his body to help prevent the wide receiver from catching the ball. I've seen a few times where he was lacking the body position and understanding what to do. And it may have something to do with him playing both sides of the ball because he had good positioning, but he threw his arms up like he was kind of waiting for the ref to throw the flag for him. And that's the difference. When you're playing on the offensive side of the ball, they're used to crying and screaming for the flags and stuff like that. When you're playing defense, you got to change that mindset. You can't expect a call from the referee at all. You got to do whatever you have to do to make sure that wide receiver does not catch that ball. And this is where, for me, Travis Hunter weakness is. Right now as a sophomore, entering into his junior year, right? Well, however you want to put it. Defending in man-to-man and body position. Like I said, he has all the abilities in the world and he can cover, and his coverage can easily be fixed because he has all the ability in the world. And that problem can easily be fixed, like I said, from him concentrating more on one position instead of, spreading himself too thin and, just focusing and concentrating on one position. That can help the problem out in itself, right? Now for scouts, how scouts and GMs evaluate players in the NFL is much more critical compared to the college football evaluation process. So you have to understand, you can get away with playing two ways in college, but in the NFL, you can't afford to be average at two positions, let alone one position. You cannot expect to be average at one position and expect to have a long, successful career. So how would they look putting you out there being average at two positions? That just wouldn't make no sense, right? The team has no reason to play a player on both sides of the ball unless you are the top two best on the team at that position. And that's very rarely going to happen on a team. And if it does happen, they need to go talk to their scouting department and do some checking and firing up there because you can't have one player better at two positions. Now, on the other hand, when you're using this permanent cornerback at wide receiver, most of the time, a lot of the time is because that cornerback has crazy speed and he's there to take the top off on the defense. And like when they put Deion out there, straight speed, you see a lot of deep routes. Or it might be some catch and go and run past the defenders, things like that. Use your athletic ability. But watching Travis Hunter play, I can tell you he understands how to play both positions well. He won't have a problem. He can choose. I'm telling you what I see. He can choose what position he wants to play and be successful with no problem on the next level. I can see him being a 1,000-yard receiver in the NFL, and I can also see him intercepting a lot of passes like myself or Richard Sherman, whoever you want to compare him to. Just compare him to somebody that's intercepting a lot of balls. He fits in that stigma of wide receivers that plays cornerback and have great ball skills like Richard Sherman and, a few other guys, right? But going into his junior year, like I said before, I would like to see him concentrate more at cornerback and play less on the offensive side of the ball, right? That's just my opinion. You can go on the offensive ball and be effective, no problem. Yes, you got to have a little timing, but college athletes take over, right? For Travis Hunter, playing defense and playing offense, he looks like he's having fun in general, just, playing football. But playing receiver, he looks like he's having a lot of fun. And I know it feels good, and players love to score touchdowns, and that's what he's doing. And at cornerback, I think cornerback is going to be his permanent position, and it usually is for two-way players. So you get ready for Travis Hunter. That's from your boy, Mr. Pick 6. Until next time, I'm out.